every time she paused to speak, she heard her mother's voice instead, not her own. And that's the part that was ruining everything. Let me tell you what was actually happening and why this shows up for more people than you think. Hi, I'm Kristen, and today we're breaking down something I see over and over again with my clients: the battle between your inner critic and your authentic self. If you've ever overthought a simple decision, or talked yourself out of something you wanted, or felt like your brain was working against you, then this is for you. Let me start with someone I worked with recently. She's smart, creative, driven, all the things. But when it came time to actually do the things she cared about, write, speak, show up online, she froze. She would write a caption, then delete it, plan out content, then feel like it wasn't good enough. Even with years of experience, she said she felt like a fraud every time she opened her mouth. And the worst part, she thought this meant something was wrong with her. She kept saying things like, I should have figured this out by now. Why do I always mess this up? Maybe I'm not meant for this. Sound familiar? What we uncovered together changed everything. That voice, the one saying, you're not ready, or you're too much, or don't mess this up, wasn't actually hers. It was a mix of her fourth grade teacher, who once embarrassed her in front of the whole class, her mom, who meant well, but often warned her not to draw attention, and a former boss who nitpicked her work so much that she actually stopped offering new ideas altogether. She had absorbed all these voices over the years, and now they were playing on repeat inside her own mind. And that's what the inner critic is. It's not your voice, it's the voice you adapted to survive. We all build what I call protector patterns. These are habits we pick up, often early in life, to avoid shame, rejection, or pain. Some people become perfectionists, some avoid conflict at all costs, some stay busy to avoid feeling anything, others shrink themselves just to feel safe. These patterns aren't wrong, they're smart. They helped us get through childhood, school, family dynamics, but here's the catch. What protected you then might be the thing holding you back now. And the inner critic, it's like the security guard who's been on duty for 25 years and still thinks you're in danger, even though you're not. Here's how you know the critic is in charge. You obsess over getting it just right before hitting send. You second guess yourself after every conversation. You can't take a compliment without brushing it off. You procrastinate not because you're lazy, but because you're afraid. You work harder than everyone, but never feel like you've done enough. None of that is your truth. That's fear in a suit pretending to be logic. The turning point for my client didn't come from shutting the critic down. It came from finally hearing what it was trying to say. Here's what she did differently. She paused. She noticed when the critic showed up instead of reacting right away. She named it. She gave it a nickname, Negative Nancy, and that made it feel detached. She listened for what it was protecting. Usually it was something like, don't embarrass yourself, or don't lose control. She checked in with her body. When the critic was loud, her chest felt tight. Her voice got small. She started learning the physical signs. She practiced speaking anyway from the part of her that felt authentic, even if it shook. And over time, her authentic voice got stronger. It stopped asking for permission. It didn't need to be perfect. It just needed to be hers. So here are a few things you can try this week. Number 1, catch the voice. Notice when it shows up and what it sounds like. 2, ask yourself, whose voice is this really? You might be surprised by the answer. 3, check your body. Are you tight, quiet, or tense? That's not your real self talking. 4, say what you want to say anyway, even if it's messy, even if it's not perfect. And 5, speak to yourself like someone you care about. Your tone matters. Here's the thing. The goal isn't to shut up your inner critic. It's to let it know it no longer has to work so hard to protect you. That voice isn't bad. It's scared. It's trying to protect a version of you that doesn't exist anymore. You're not that kid in school. You're not the employee walking on eggshells. You're not broken. You're just still playing an old tape. So pause, listen, and let your authenticity speak. You might be surprised what it says. If this hit home and you're starting to notice how much your inner critic has shaped your choices, your voice, and even your sense of self, I go a lot deeper into all of this in my book. It's out now. I break down the inner critic, core beliefs, self-sabotage, protector patterns, all the stuff most people never name but live with every day. You can grab your copy with the link down below. And if you've already read it, thank you. Seriously, it means a lot. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what's one thing your inner critic says that you're finally ready to question.